Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, I want to talk about the natural rate of muscle growth so that you know what you can expect if your plan is to maybe bulk up throughout this, winter, fall and winter. I know we're still in fall, but a lot of guys, they'll transition into some sort of bulking phase throughout the winter. I really strongly encourage a lean bulk, which is where you focus primarily on muscle growth with minimal to little, or really little to no fat gain at all. And so that's actually what I've been doing the greater part of this year, is focusing on lean bulking, gaining muscle while keeping fat gain to the absolute minimum. I probably went 6 months or so where I actually kept my waist the same size while I gained roughly 7-8 pounds. And then over these last couple months I have been a little bit more loose with my calories, and so my waist has gone up a little bit, about half an inch in the last 3 months or so, which really only indicates about 2.5 pounds, maybe 3 pounds of fat gain. But I will take that, because that means over the basically since February I've only gained 2.5 3 pounds of fat, when I'm actually 10 pounds heavier than I was back in February. And I was actually as down as low as like 169, which was really skinny and way too skinny for my height. I'm 6'1", and now I'm up to about 181, 182. So I've actually put on a decent amount of muscle this year while keeping the fat gain to an absolute minimum. But let's talk about an acceptable rate of muscle growth per month. As a natural, I'm just going to get right into it. You can only gain, depending on where you're at as a lifter. If you're brand new, this is gonna be on the high end of the spectrum. If you're an intermediate, depending on how close you are to your genetic limit, genetic potential, when it comes to how much muscle your body can actually naturally, hold and have. Or whether you're an advanced lifter and you're really strong and you are close to your genetic potential, it really is going to differ. But for, let's just say, the average intermediate lifter, maybe you've been training a few years, but maybe you're still not close to your genetic limit, you can gain anywhere from 2 to maybe 3 pounds of muscle per month as a natural lifter. Now, this is assuming you are doing everything, as best as you can. You're doing everything correctly. You're getting enough sleep. Your training's dialed in, meaning you are getting stronger in the gym. You're not just, pussyfooting around in the gym, screwing around, going to machine. Like, you're actually getting stronger on key exercises that actually lead to the most amount of muscle recruitment as well as muscle growth as you get stronger on these. So I'm talking about exercises like the bench press, the squat, the deadlift, maybe the weighted chin up or some sort of row, the overhead press, lifts like this, and obviously getting stronger on accessory lifts as well will be helpful. Things like barbell curls, tricep push downs, isolation movements, do help. They're about 15-20% of the equation, but really 80% of your muscle growth is going to come from getting stronger on those key exercises like bench press, squat, deadlift, these ones, these main lifts that people talk about. But if you are going to grow muscle, you need to set the right amount of expectations. Like, you're not going to gain 5, 6, 7, 10 pounds of muscle per month. These guys that go on these bulking plans, if you look at these different bulking programs and they talk about gaining, all these, slabs of muscle, per month, they kind of lead you with these false expectations that you're going to be gaining, 10 pounds of muscle a month or whatever. And that's just not true. You can only gain 2 to 3 pounds of muscle each month. Every 4, 5, 6 weeks, would be an acceptable rate of muscle growth. So it takes about 2,500 calories for your body, 2,500 calories, of energy for your body to basically put on a pound of muscle. It's been said there's 3,500 calories in a pound of fat. Well, it takes about 2,500 calories to put on a pound of muscle. Sorry, my neighbor's mowing right now, so sorry if you can barely hear me, but I'm just gonna keep going. And so 2,500 calories, that's an extra 5,000 calories a month of a surplus that you would need to be in, which isn't that much when you break that down. 200-300 calories per day of a surplus above maintenance is really all that it would take to build 2 or 3 pounds of muscle per month. And I would actually aim to not, to kind of be on the lower end. Rather than 3 pounds, I would probably aim to do just 2 pounds just to be safe. But look, that's just me. I do put on fat really easily and really quickly. I am a thin guy. I'm on the thinner side as far as like my natural body type goes. I think it's that ectomorph kind of body type or whatever. And so it's kind of that, skinny fat physique. If I were just to let my body do what it wants without any training, any nutrition, all of that, that is my body type. And so, thinner side, I put fat on pretty easily. So depending on what kind of body type you are, genetically, we're all wired a little bit differently as far as like how fast we're going to put on fat, as well as where we're going to store that fat. So all the men in my family, we store our fat around our midsection primarily, but we have lean legs and skinny arms. Like that's genetically how it is for the men in my family. So it's going to be different for everybody, but nonetheless, you can gain about 2 to 3 pounds of muscle per month, which is only an extra say 5,000 calories, 5,000 to 7,500 calories per month, which really isn't that much. That's like 200 to 300 calories above your maintenance. And I've talked about this in other videos. To figure that out, just take your body weight times 15, and that's going to be a good starting point to basically calculate your maintenance level calories, which is how many calories your body burns each day without exercise. Like just it's just how many calories your body burns just to maintain its current weight without exercise. That does not include exercise. Your body weight times 15, that's going to be a really good starting point to figure out. Now, the other thing I would say is I would not focus on gaining 2 or 3 pounds a month, of muscle, unless you are already lean enough to do so, because you're just going to store extra fat. Like if you are not lean enough, meaning if you measured your waistline right now around your belly button and it is above 46% of your total height, I would not start lean bulking. What I would focus on first is getting lean, getting your waistline down, to about 45. If you want to get leaner, 44%, 44.5% of your waistline measured right around your belly button. I would get your waistline down first. You can still build a little bit of muscle while you cut fat, while you drop fat, by getting stronger in the gym and, eating the right amount of protein. But then, if you do get lean enough, then you can transition into a lean bulk, which is what I'm doing, continuing to do. I've been eating around maintenance the last few months, and now I'm transitioning back into a lean bulk, but with the goal of gaining, pound or two a month. For me, again, I try to keep it a little bit slower. It is a little bit frustrating, but as long as I'm getting stronger, I know the muscle growth is going to come. I got my calories dialed in, strength training dialed in, protein, sleep, all of these things. I've been taking different vitamins. There's different vitamins and minerals you can take to, enhance and support your total and free testosterone. There's different things that you can do to optimize muscle growth. But even as a natural lifter, 2 to 3 pounds a month really is the maximum rate, unless you're like super new to the gym and you get those newbie gains. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say in this video. I hope that helps, because really I want you to have the right expectations, and I even have to remember that sometimes, like 2 or 3 pounds a month in weight gain and muscle growth is really, really slow. And for me, that's like the most frustrating part about, I guess fitness for me, is just remembering to be patient with, and really to just enjoy the process. Look, if you don't enjoy the process of just hitting the gym, hitting some PRs, getting stronger, enjoying good food, all of that, while you slowly change your body and transform the way that you look, feel, and function, you're going to be frustrated. And sometimes it is frustrating, but you have to learn to enjoy it. So I'm kind of just rambling at this point, but I hope that was helpful to set the right expectations for muscle growth as a natural. 2 or 3 pounds a month. So look, if you want help with, maybe getting lean, staying lean, starting your journey to, look, feel, and function every single day, you know, in an amazing way, you know, to get lean, to stay lean, and to build muscle. I've got a free guide for you. It's actually a free workout plan and nutrition guide, a nutrition plan, kind of the way that I go about structuring, you know, meals in a sustainable and enjoyable way for fat loss or muscle gain. Go to adamfarrellfitness.com/jumpstart and you can pick up the 30-day fitness jumpstart guide for free. Again, this is a free workout plan nutrition guide that I put together for guys that want to get started on losing fat, on building muscle, getting stronger in the gym, and transforming the way that you look, the way that you feel, in the way that you function. All right, guys, I hope that you found this video helpful. We'd love to hear from you below. And I want to hear what you guys want to see more of on this channel. That would be super helpful. If you like this video, like it. Would love for you to subscribe to my channel as well. It's going to help the algorithm to recommend my videos to other people, not only this video, but, you know, hopefully other videos to more and more guys so that I can help them transform, again, the way they look, feel, and function. So that's going to do it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one.